How's it going, friends? Xander Fryer with Shit You Don't Learn in College, and we're gonna talk about the 5 tips to help you become a successful entrepreneur and stay a successful entrepreneur. Now, I feel like more and more in the entrepreneurial world and in the business world, because of the online space, we're seeing a lot of business owners be able to get their business up and running, and then a lot of them kind of tank and fail after a few months. It's like the new hot thing is like, can you become successful and then stay successful? So what does it really take to become a successful entrepreneur and then actually remain a successful entrepreneur? Because they're not necessarily the same thing. So the first thing that you need to make sure that you're going to be able to continue to remain a successful entrepreneur is never losing sight of your vision and your mission. It becomes really easy as an entrepreneur because, frankly, we have to work really hard as entrepreneurs. A lot of people don't realize this. When you first start your entrepreneurial business, you quit your 9-to-5 and you venture out into the world and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna be able to just live the free life, live the laptop life, sipping Mai Tais over here while I'm making money, while I sleep and like all this crap. And then you get slapped in the face with the truth, which is, oh my God, becoming an entrepreneur is twice as much work than it ever was in a 9-to-5, right? So when you finally start to hit some goals, when you finally start to get some results, it becomes very easy for entrepreneurs and business owners to take their foot off the gas and go, oh my God, okay, I can stop working. And then all of a sudden, before they know it, they're like, holy shit, I've lost all my money and I need to get back after it and I need to make shit happen again. This is one of the major reasons why so many entrepreneurs end up burning out and quitting, is because they lose sight of the big vision. So they end up in this big push and then scarcity mentality. So one of the ways that I combat that is through things like visualizations and affirmations. I visualize my mission and I visualize my purpose and my why every single day, and I affirm my goals for where I want to get to every single day so I never lose sight of it. Because I'm gonna get punched in the face, I'm gonna get knocked down, but if I never lose sight of that vision, I'm gonna get myself up and I'm gonna keep moving forward. I have a lot of our clients that always ask me, Xander, were you just born with this drive? Did you always just have this je ne sais quoi of like, you're just gonna make shit happen? And I actually tell people, no, right? I'm not naturally driven. In fact, I'm not even actually naturally extroverted. I'm an introvert. This shit takes work to me. Now, every single one of our clients does something called a DISC assessment, D-I-S-C. And in it, we compare their drive, their ability to interconnect and influence others, their systems, and then their attention to detail and their control. Now, my drive in the DISC assessment, which is most people's internal fire or desire to make shit happen, is about a 30 out of 100. What? Really? Yeah. My drive is like a 3 out of 10 compared to most people. Most entrepreneurs are like 7, 8, and 9. I don't naturally have a lot of drive, a lot of fire to go make shit happen. So I have to stoke that fire every single day. I have to remind myself of my why. I have to remind myself of the big vision and the people that are out there that need my help. So number 1 is you can never lose sight of your vision and your why if you want to be successful long term. The number 2 thing that you have to focus on to be successful long term is learning to fall in love with the growth process itself. Yes, falling in love with growth as a process. So what are some of the ways that I do that? Well, if you want to grow every day, you have to get uncomfortable every day. So you have to do something that scares you every day. So every morning when I wake up, I jump into a cold plunge. It's about 38, 39 degrees, just above freezing. It's like a jacuzzi. It's like a hot tub, but the inverse, and not very fun and relaxing. Now, every time you jump into cold water, your brain and your body reacts physiologically the same way. It immediately throws you into fight or flight. It immediately thinks you're dying. But when you come out of it, you feel euphoric, you feel lit up. There's a perfect combination of dopamine and norepinephrine in your brain that is the perfect combination that creates liquid motivation because it thinks you just survived the fight with a saber-toothed tiger. Now, doing things that cause you to grow are always scary. They're always tough. When I look at that cold plunge every single morning, do you think I want to jump into frozen water when it's 45 degrees outside and still dark? Hell no, of course not. Who the hell in their right mind would want to do that? I've been doing it for over a year and I still look at that thing and I'm like, I fucking hate you. But I jump in anyways. Why? Because I'm committed to growth, and I've learned to love the growth process. Not because of the short-term happiness it brings me, because it's not short-term happiness, it sucks jumping into that thing, but because of the long-term joy and success it brings me to focus on growth. You need to focus on growing, you need to focus on getting out of your comfort zone, doing the things that are unfamiliar to you, and learn to fall in love with the process. And if you do that, you're never gonna stop growing and you're never gonna stop being successful as a business owner. Now, the number 3 tip that I have to continue to be successful as a business owner is to take control of your environment. I mentioned this over and over again on a lot of our content, but your environment dictates your destiny, but you dictate your environment. So I want you to ask yourself questions around these different areas. The people in your life. Do the people in your life cause you to grow, cause you to become a better person, cause you to be more successful? Or do they detract from your dreams? Do they detract from you being successful? Do an audit on the people in life, because you might have people in your life that drive you forward, and you might have a lot of people in your life that hold you back. And you might have to take a very hard look at them, and you may have to do an audit, and you may have to move some people from spending a ton of time with them to spending very little time with them. And you may want to take other people that you spend very little time with, and you may want to spend more time with them. Now I want you to think about your physical space. How does your physical space, your office, your home make you feel? Is your home and your office set up for you to be successful? Is it clean? Is it neat? Or is it messy? Is it all over the place? You wonder why you're unfocused when your office is just a complete cluttered mess. If you have a physical environment that's cluttered, your mind's gonna be cluttered as well. I want you to take an audit of your environments, the people in your life, the thoughts you think, your physical body, and the tools that you have. And I want you to ask yourself, are my environments set up to help me be successful? If not, what do I need to change in them? Because in the end, you have to take ownership over your environments for them to dictate your destiny. Now, the 4th thing that I tell every single business owner, seems a little bit woo-woo, but you gotta meditate. I don't know how people are successful that don't meditate. It still blows my mind. And the reality is, the majority of people that are financially successful and don't meditate, they suck somewhere else in their life. Maybe they have made a lot of money, but their marriage is a disaster. They're not there for their kids. Their physical health is a mess, right? The reality is that if you want to truly be successful, you're gonna have to push yourself hard. You're gonna have to stretch yourself, you're gonna have to grow, and if you haven't found a way to connect on a deeper level, to move through stress, move through your emotions, you're not gonna make it. Meditation is scientifically proven to improve virtually every area of your life. It helps you handle stress and anxiety. It helps you learn to think clearer and have more focus, be more productive. It'll help you with your communication capabilities and connecting with other people. Hell, it'll actually even make you look better. Meditation is scientifically proven to release hormones in your body that cause you to look younger, that cause you to look stronger, that cause you to glow and have an energy that attracts people to you. Little did you know, I'm actually 57 years old. That's not true, but it's because I meditate, all right? So the truth is, every single business owner should be meditating. And if you're not, I don't know why you think you're gonna be successful long-term. Just go do it, guys. It's so easy. Start with the Calm app or the Headspace app. Find a meditation teacher. It'll cost you a couple $100. Learn how to meditate, get into the practice, make it a daily routine. Just do it. And the last and probably the most important tip is a very simple one, but it's also incredibly crucial. Never be without mentorship. Now, one of the things that I tell every single one of my clients, it's a principle that I've lived by in my career. You can't read the label from inside the bottle. You will never be able to understand your problems and your mistakes while you're inside the bottle itself. You can't see your own blind spots. In fact, you don't even know they're blind spots. And most of us think, oh, I don't have a blind spot here, or I don't have a blind spot there. Well, there's so much that you don't know that you don't know. And if you don't get somebody to look at you from a different perspective, you will always be missing out. You will always be settling, you will always be small, you will never be reaching your full potential. I have coaches and mentors in virtually every area of my life. I have coaches and mentors when it comes to my meditation practice, when it comes to my physical health. I have a personal trainer and a nutritionist that help me with my physical health. I have someone that helps me with sleep, breath work, breathing, literally a breathing coach. Yes, I have one, right? I have business mentors on multiple different levels, from leadership to sales to marketing. I have mentors in every different area of my life because I know that I'm never gonna see my blind spots in those areas. So if you wanna be successful long term, get people looking out for you from the outside. Now, like I mentioned, it takes a lot to become a successful entrepreneur. It takes a lot more to remain a successful entrepreneur. But if you follow these 5 tips, you're gonna be on the right track, and you will not be one of the entrepreneurs that builds up only to come crashing down. I wanna see you successful for the long term, because if you're successful for the long term, you're gonna impact a lot more lives. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button below and let me know. Comment below any topics that you want me to cover in the future, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button below so you never miss another great video, and I'll see you in there.